Across India, weather conditions will remain highly varied due to active atmospheric changes, with several regions experiencing thunderstorms, rain, lightning and gusty winds, while other parts continue to face intense heat and dry conditions. Overall, the country will see a mix of unstable weather in some areas and hot, partly clear skies in others. Well, let's start with North India. Punjab will experience partly cloudy sky with one or two spells of rain or thunderstorms, along with thunderstorm, lightning and strong surface winds. In Amritsar, the maximum temperature is 39 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 23 degrees Celsius. Moving to Bathinda, the maximum remains 42 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 22 degrees Celsius. In Chandigarh Mohali, the maximum temperature rises to 37 degrees Celsius while the minimum stays at 29 degrees Celsius. Jalandhar will see a maximum of 39 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 23 degrees Celsius. In Taran, the maximum reaches 40 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 26 degrees Celsius. Himachal Pradesh will experience thunderstorms with rain, hailstorms in some areas, lightning and gusty winds. As in Dharamshala, the maximum temperature is 32 degrees Celsius while the minimum drops to 19 degrees Celsius. Kangra sees a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 20 degrees Celsius. In Shimla, the maximum reaches 21 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 19 degrees Celsius. Manali will be the coldest with a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius. Delhi, the capital region, will experience thunderstorms with rain under very hot conditions as the maximum temperature is 42 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 28 degrees Celsius. Haryana will experience partly to generally cloudy sky with chances of light rain or thunderstorms, along with lightning and strong winds. In Gurgaon, the maximum is 41 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 27 degrees Celsius. Panipat will see a maximum of 41 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 24 degrees Celsius. Sirsa records a maximum of 41 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 26 degrees Celsius, while Noor reaches a maximum of 43 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 31 degrees Celsius. Jammu and Kashmir will experience generally cloudy sky with one or two spells of rain or thunder showers with comparatively cooler weather. Kupwara will have a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius. Srinagar records a maximum of 20 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius. In Jammu, the maximum reaches 38 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 22 degrees Celsius. South India will experience partly cloudy sky with spells of rain or thunder showers, along with thunderstorms, lightning and gusty winds in some areas. In Kerala, the maximum temperature is 34 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 28 degrees Celsius. Moving to Tamil Nadu, the maximum reaches 36 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 28 degrees Celsius. In Karnataka, the maximum is 35 degrees Celsius and the minimum 23 degrees Celsius. Andhra Pradesh will see a maximum of 39 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 27 degrees Celsius. Finally, Telangana records a maximum of 40 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 28 degrees Celsius. West India will experience mainly clear to partly cloudy skies with hot and dry conditions in most of the regions. As in Maharashtra, the maximum temperature is 35 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 26 degrees Celsius. Gujarat sees a maximum of 44 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 28 degrees Celsius. In Rajasthan, the maximum reaches 44 degrees Celsius while the minimum is 29 degrees Celsius. East and Northeast India will experience partly cloudy to generally cloudy skies with chances of rain or thunder showers, along with thunderstorms, lightning and gusty winds in some areas. As in West Bengal, the maximum temperature is 33 degrees Celsius, while the minimum is 25 degrees Celsius. Moving to Assam, the maximum reaches 28 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 23 degrees Celsius. In Bihar, the maximum is 36 degrees Celsius and the minimum is 25 degrees Celsius. Overall, India will experience highly contrasting weather conditions with thunderstorms, rain, lightning and strong winds affecting many regions, while several other parts will continue to remain hot and dry.